Hello, this is Pat. This is parenting class. This is the video for March 31st, 2020. I need for you to get a piece of paper and a pen. And on that paper, I need you to print your first and last name. I also need you to put the word parenting on there. And today we are talking about who is the boss. That would be your topic. Okay. The next thing is remember that for full credit, you must turn in this homework, the homework with this video. Okay. Parenting class also includes anger management. So there are 2 videos for you. I would like for you to write down on your paper right now, who is the boss in the relationship between child and parent? And whatever your answer is, please tell me why. Okay, today I want to talk about some differences in the way people parent. You may find that you have a combination of styles of parenting. One thing we know is that we are the most important persons in the lives of our children. They look to us, they depend on us, they follow our behaviors, they listen to what we say, but they watch what we do. Every child deserves to have someone who loves them, enjoys spending time with them, listens to them, keeps them safe, and is honest with them. No mind games. Every child deserves to feel that they belong with their family, with their loved ones. They have a need and a right to physical needs. They need a place to sleep, a place of their own. They need clean place to sleep. They need a roof over their head. They need good food to eat, and they need somebody preparing that food, making sure that they are eating nutritiously, not throwing them a bag of chips or letting them fend for themselves in the kitchen. They deserve to have food in the house. They deserve to have adults present who are overseeing them, making sure that their mental, emotional, and physical needs are met. Children deserve that. If I am not providing those things for my child, then children grow up with low self-esteem. Sometimes they become bullies themselves, or sometimes they let people run over them. Sometimes they seek out alcohol, drugs, other kinds of behaviors to fill the needs for their emotional, physical, mental needs. Sometimes kids join gangs as they get older because they need to belong somewhere. They need a family. Depression, feelings of abandonment, anger, resentment. These are things that children develop as they get older, when their needs are not met by those folks who are raising them and they are supposed to love them. If I have a child that I don't like, do you have a child you don't like? You say, oh, I love him, but I don't like him. That child knows that. And that means if I don't like my child, I've got some work to do on me. I need to change me. I need to educate me. I need to get some counseling, not the kid. Kids are a product of our environment. If I don't like my kid, then I'm probably not nice to them. And if I'm not nice to them, they're going to react to that. So check yourself. You like one kid more than the other? Do you let them know it? It is time for me to educate and get some treatment and counseling for me if I am playing favorites with my kids. Okay, getting back to styles. Some parents are really great, and I'm sure that you have some of these qualities. Some parents are really great. They give their children opportunities to learn. What that means is they give them, they give them a chance to try new things. They support them and encourage them when they're learning new things. They give them kudos or positive encouragement. I like the way you did that. I really love the colors in your picture. As they get older, man, I appreciate how you handled that with your sister or your friend or your mom or your dad. Acknowledging them, catching them being good and acknowledging that. I'm not saying that every tiny little thing that they do, we should be like, oh my God, that's so good. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is pay attention to your child and acknowledge them. I'm also saying that kids need structure. Now, we need balance in that. Some people have their kids on such a strict schedule and structure that the kid can't breathe. They get up at this time, they do this, 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 all at the same time, and then they go to bed. I have to ask myself, do I do that to myself? Or do I like to have a little choice? Because kids need choice. We give choices. We say, oh, you want to watch your favorite show and go to bed early? Or would you like to get your homework done now and watch something a little later and then go to bed a little later? We give choices. Would you like the Fruit Loops, or would you prefer the Cheerios? Just little choices. They're there. Pick what you want, type of thing. We like that. I do. I don't want somebody dictating every single thing that I do all day long, what I eat, where I go, how I dress. Of course, we do kind of direct what kids wear. But on the other hand, we let them pick out some stuff that they want to wear. We don't just buy their stuff and lay it out there. Hey, this is what you're going to wear. Give them a little bit of choice there. So I'm sure you do that. Good parents give choices. Good parents do have schedules. Time to get up, a time to eat, a time to go to bed. Maybe there's a homework time. But also giving them some opportunities, some flexibility, some downtime to kind of just relax and unwind like we like. The other thing about good parents, and I'm sure that you're probably doing this already, is letting them know specifically what your expectations are. My mom used to tell me, I expect you to be home by this time. She didn't say, you came home late and blah, blah, blah. She told me when to be home. And she also told me what the consequence was if I wasn't home by that time. So kids need to know ahead of time what your expectations are. We don't tell them that in a moment of fury. We don't impose a consequence in the moment of fury. What we do is identify the rules the expectations, and the consequences. Set the child down and talk about these things. And as they get older, they may change. The kid needs to know that. Otherwise, we are lashing out in anger and putting a severe consequence on a child that is unfair and unjust. Okay. The other idea that I find and have heard and have been told and have watched, good parents, such as yourself, often when the child is little, the rules are a little bit more structured. We got to protect them, safety stuff, okay? We still allow choice. We still allow some conversation, discussion about things, okay? But the kids do not rule the house at 2 and 3, 4 years old. No, they don't. When we impose expectations and consequences early on, it's like a funnel. You know how a funnel is big up here and then it comes down small. Effective parenting means I am more structured here for safety when they're little, and then as they get older, they have more responsibility, more privileges, because they already know, because I have trained them along the way. What happens is sometimes that funnel is upside down, and parents, when they're little and they're cute, we just let them get away with everything. Everything is funny. We just, the sun rises and sets in that kid, and we let them do whatever they want, and we think it's funny. Well, when they get about 3, 4, their behavior starts to get out of whack, but we're giving in, we're letting them do whatever. And then when they become a teenager, we try to rein them in. We try to put them in extreme structure. So our funnel is like this. It's big down here, and then we try to get more control up here. That causes kids to rebel. And why wouldn't they? They've been allowed to do whatever they wanted their whole life. And now, because they're getting in trouble at school, they may have some legal troubles. They're back talking. They're doing all of that. Now we are trying to impose structure, rules, discipline, training. Too late. Now we have a little monster on our hands. Okay. So bottom line, if you want a responsible, kind, compassionate teenager, you've got to provide the loving, guiding, discipline, and structure as a little kid. If you can't handle the 4-year-old when he is 14 or she is 14, you are not going to be able to handle that child at all. And then there's a real problem on our hands. Okay, so the long and the short of this lesson today is, who is the boss? Am I their friend? I let them get away with whatever they want. And then when they get older and start cussing at me and staying out all night, then I'm like, oh, this kid is terrible. And I take everything away and I go through all of that. And it doesn't work because it's too little, too late. So I'm not really saying be a boss, bossing around, but I'm not saying be their friend, because we are their parents and they should know that. And we start that out at a young age. Now, if you've got a teenager and you're going through stuff with that teenager right now, we have to start somewhere. We start right now. We start today, given the choices, outlining the consequences, setting things up ahead of time. Don't expect the kid to know unless you have discussed it. And as I said, choices. You can do this or you can do that. Which would you like? Is it going to be easy? If this kid is 12, 13, 14 or older, it is going to get worse before it gets better. So hold on to your hat. Sit down with the child after you have given careful thought about the expectations for that child, and they are fair. Sit down with that child. Choices, consequences, expectation, consequences, rewards. Catch them being good now. When you see something you like, tell them about it. Handle and manage emotions. Big thing. So no matter how old your kid is, if you are punishing when you're angry, if you are screaming and hollering, trying to outshout the child, these are not effective parenting skills. Sit down with that child when you're not angry, when the child is not angry, and discuss what's going on and what you would like to see and the choices, the consequence, and the rewards. Okay? All right, on a piece of paper, I need you to write down at least 3 full statements about what we talked about. To get credit for this class, I need to know who your caseworker, probation officer, parole officer, or whoever is. And I need you to turn this into me either through text, through Facebook, through your email. Or you can drop it off Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1, or Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. to 6. All right? Thank you and have a good day.